Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2, Goddess of Destiny. Before I head into this town here, I see an excavate point on the map, and since this is such a small world, we might as well go take care of that right now. As you can see, the only locations on this entire world are that town there and the entrance to the sky pillar that we came from. So we're probably not going to be coming over here again in the future, so let's go ahead and take care of this excavation right now. Let's see if I can get on top of it. There it is. Okay. Let's find out what we have inside here. We have a Bardache. Okay, so something we've had previously. We currently have one equipped to Virtue. I'll probably just be selling that at the earliest opportunity. We have 16,000 Kiro right now, which is a fair amount, but it's probably not going to be enough to buy any new items that we might find in stores here. And here we are in Racetown, which is a festive location. Man, look at this place. Very, very colorful. Alright, so out here on this pier, we have the angel guy. Not headed to the Castle of Fate right now, so no need to use his services. What's going on here? The greatest riders from around the world have gathered for a chance to obtain relics. Alright, so it seems that people come here to race, and then you can win relics. Who would give away relics for winning a race? Seems like a disproportionate prize. Alright, we have another excavate here in the town square. What's inside? We have a peppermint tea leaf. Okay, probably something one of the muses will be interested in. And we have a tool shop over here. So let's see what's in supply. Got a beholder behind the counter there. Alright, so here we can buy, well, the most important thing we can buy here is the dragon armor, which is one of the better pieces of armor in the game because it makes the wearer immune to all elemental attacks, which is just very, very, very good, obviously. And I cannot afford that right now. I'm going to need about 10,000 more Kiro before I can get one of those. And I can, however, come pretty close to buying this ice shield, but that's probably not something I'm terribly interested. This is another one of those elemental shields, like the fire shield we've seen previously. Other than that, just a normal stock of healing items here. I guess I can go ahead and sell that Bardache I picked up while I'm in the store. Let's see. Bardache going to actually get me a fair deal of the way toward buying a dragon armor. That's surprisingly valuable, that Bardache. I could probably strip off some other equipment that I'm not really using for my characters to make a little bit of money if I needed it, but probably no hurry there. Alright, so not too much new. You can see we can actually buy Psycho Swords before now. We've previously had one of those, but I don't think it's been available in stores before. What we do have that's new is the Death Tome. We have a new gun here, and a bazooka, which is a new group targeting weapon. Also a new axe, and looks like that's all. Okay, so everything here costing 17,000 Kiro, so I could buy a new weapon if I wanted one, but since Natsmer and Zenith, and even Virtue really, have all recently gotten new weapons, no real hurry to do so. If I was going to buy something, it would be a dragon armor for sure. Let's see, let's talk to this flower here. Here they rent out racing dragons in the stables over there. Alright. Faster ones more expensive than the slower ones. So if you want a good dragon, you're gonna have to pay for it. It's another reason not to buy anything from the stores here, because we might want to rent a dragon in the near future. Lord Apollo is here, huh? Seems that he's the host of this race. Seems like if anyone was going to be handing out relics, it would be him. But I'm sure he has an ulterior motive like he did last time. See, at least that's how it appeared. It certainly appeared that he wanted us to find all of the relics in his world for him, since he was apparently too lazy to do it himself or something like that. Let's see, let's go ahead and rest here. Not going to bother healing first, because it's not that expensive. Then we'll head over to the pub and see if we can pick up any additional rumors over here before heading on to that last building with the exclamation mark on it. We'll buy a drink here. The world seems like it's just like a fable of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise and the hare, interesting. Story in which the slower option was sometimes the best. We'll see how that plays in a little bit. Not very many people here in the pub. For being apparently the home to a pretty outrageous event here, there are very few people actually here in Racetown. I imagine it was hard for people to get here, actually, since this world doesn't really have any residents. It's just a big desert with this like race course in the middle. Like, where would the people come from? You can't even get to this world without a sufficient number of relics, unless there's some other mode of transportation we don't know about. Alright, so we're here in the stable, where we can talk to this stable master here to rent dragons, I'm guessing. Alright, well, he's not actually the one doing it. He's just informing me that I can get a dragon here. Alright, so with this dragon, your win is guaranteed. Only 1,000 Kiro. That's kind of expensive. Let's move along here. What about this one? Well, this one will win for sure as well, and that costs 800. Dragon number 3 over here costs 600. And lastly, dragon number 4. No one ever rides this dragon because its body is a little slow to react, but it has a good heart. It's free of charge, so say you'll ride it, won't you? Okay, so we have the choice of 4 dragons here of varying cost. Slowest is the cheapest, of course. And in some ways, choosing the slowest dragon is actually best, because any one of these dragons has the potential to win this race. Like, basically, the player will win the race no matter which dragon they choose. The difference is that by choosing a faster mount, you actually get into more enemy encounters during the race. And since I would kind of like that, I kind of want to experience all of these little mini-bosses that there are over the course of this race. I'm going to actually go ahead and drop the 1000 Kira for the fastest dragon. And let's do it. Let's join this dragon race with some relics on the line. Alright, participants, take your positions. 2, 1, go! Alright, so do I have to do anything to move my dragon here, or is it... Oh no, a late start. Wait, what? I chose the fastest dragon. Why am I getting off to a late start? Alright, here we go. I am in control of the dragon, and as you can see, there are some monsters on the course here. But I'm going to be mostly disregarding those. It's funny that you don't even see my characters riding on top of the dragon, it's just you see the dragon itself. And like calling this a dragon is kind of a stretch, it's like more of a dinosaur, really. Alright, but yes, up ahead here, we have the first mini-boss along the way. So if we had chosen a slower dragon, the racers ahead of us would have gotten into this mini-boss fight for us, and we would have been able to rush right past it. So we have 8 adamant shells. Alright, so let's open things up with a blizzard here. We'll continue using our new flying knee kick. We'll keep on using the flamethrower here with Natsmer, and the flame sword with Virtue. Hopefully these guys are not flame resistant since I am using 2 of those attacks. Oh wow, they have poison fog. That does not bear well for me at all. That's a really powerful attack to see from such a large group of enemies here. This looks like an unwinnable encounter. Like, if they all choose to use Poison Fog, my characters are just going to die. This is awful. Why is this happening to me right now? Why are there 8 of these? That's ridiculous to expect me to be able to win this fight. Well, I guess I'll use the Revenge Blade with Virtue. I wonder if that'll trigger if they use Poison Fog since he's... Well, never mind. I'm just going to be defeated. What? Am I that under-leveled that I can't handle the first encounter of this race? Okay, I guess I'll try again, but this doesn't look like I have the chance of winning this thing. Like, there are 8 of them, and just like 2 Poison Fogs is enough to take out Elodie, Zenith, and Natsmer. What am I even supposed to be doing right here? Alright, let's just hope I have better luck. If I get an early threat opportunity and I'm able to pull off a combo attack, that may be enough to get me through the fight. Alright, there's one right there, and it's on Elodie's turn, so that means I'm going to have a SaGa, which might be effective against them. Oh, and there's another combo opportunity. Excellent. Okay, so if I'm going to win this fight, this is going to be how it happens, by getting these threat attacks early and often. And an Ether Flash from Virtue. Okay, enough to finish off the fight, but without those, like, I had no chance of winning that. Like, that was a ridiculous encounter. Alright, I get 3,000 Kira, which means I've already more than made off my, made up my entry fee. So, if I'd chosen a cheaper dragon, I wouldn't have had that fight, and therefore I wouldn't have gotten so much money for it. Anyway, we get a power crystal here. Yes, so we're going to be getting relics as we go on. Who in the world will be victorious? The dragons are running frantically. Alright, let's avoid that Barracuda there. No need to get into any more fights than we need to. I would rather preserve my resources for the harder ones. But I am going to go ahead and use a Cure Spell right now on Zenith, who was the only character to sustain any damage in that previous fight. And let's press on. This racetrack, it looks like a mini golf course, doesn't it? The way it's got this like this well-tended green and like a water trap and a sand trap and stuff on the side. That's just what it reminds me of. Golfing. Alright, anyway, we have a second encounter here with a smaller number of them. We have 5 ghasts this time around. Probably not the best enemy to be using poison on, so I'll stick to Blizzard here. And actually, I'm just going to run everything back because these attacks seem like the best choices. And once again, Melmene here to help out. It'd be nice to see one of the other muses for a change, but I'm quite happy to see help from any of them, really. And that lightning star attack is very cool. Nice to see her bring that star along. It's funny because she has... Doesn't she, like, have a blade on her wrist or something? Like, she doesn't even use that to fight. She brings a star along with her for combat. Interesting. Alright, well, Elodie and Natsmer are down, but Zenith and Virtue still standing against these ghasts, though they're able to take out Zenith in one hit. I feel really, really outclassed by the enemies in this race. Probably should have leveled up a little bit before coming to this world. We'll switch to the Revenge Blade with Virtue here. Every fight that I've gotten into since coming to this world, I've been defeated in. Alright, well, let's try again and hope to get lucky with the links, because that's apparently the only way I can win. Alright, so I guess I'll have to do some grinding before I go too much further in the game, but I'm going to press on for the time being and see if I can at the very least complete this race without having to do anything too drastic like that. Alright, Natsmer is down, and here we have a threat opportunity. Fantastic. Zenith unfortunately paralyzed, so he won't be able to help out, but we do have a SaGa. Will it be enough? No, they're immune. They're immune to ice. Oh, that's awful. Alright, well, at least I know that for the future. I guess I'll try the Poison Fog with Elodie, though I'm not sure if that'll do any good. Well, alright. The only character who can do anything right now is Virtue. His Flame Sword not going to be very effective since it can only target one enemy at a time and there are 4 ghasts remaining. But at least they won't be targeting him with their attacks since they have to take out Elodie and Zenith first. There we have a Flame Sword. It's not even enough to take out an enemy in one hit, so the odds here not looking too good. I will switch to the Revenge Blade since that'll give him the potential to hit multiple times. But yeah, 2 attacks are enough to take him out. Alright, so I guess I'll try this like one more time. And if that doesn't do it, then I guess I will I'll try to earn some money, get some dragon armors or something, just to be better prepared before I try this race again. Alright, so one more time, gonna use Poison Fog here instead of Blizzard. Actually, I wonder if the Staff of Healing is just the best option. Let's try the Staff of Healing. Well, actually no, because then I need to use attacks with every character in order to maximize my chance of getting combo attacks. So yeah, we'll use Poison Fog, Flying Knee Kick, Flamethrower, and Flame Sword. Okay. Fortunately, they don't appear to be immune to fire since the Flame Sword has been effective, so I can continue using that and the Flamethrower in the fight. Elodie and Zenith already down, no combo attacks for the first turn, but we did manage to take one of those ghasts down already, so that's something anyway. Alright, Natsmer paralyzed, and with the second hit, she goes down, leaving me with just Virtue and his Fire Sword. We have taken out 2 of the ghasts, leaving only 3 remaining, so let's just press on. That one hit with the Flamethrower means that only 1 Fire Sword attack will take out any of the ghasts. But I did not have time to do it, and I was defeated. Yeah, this one, it doesn't look like I'm going to make it through this. So, what do I even want to do right now? Okay, so I went digging through the warehouse, and I found a stack of items that I think I can part with. First of all, I have these gold nuggets, and as far as I know, these are just for selling. And interestingly, there are 2 types of them. Some of them are fool's gold and are worth 500, while others appear to be pure gold, which are worth 2,000, and they're called gold nugget either way. You have to examine the description to see the difference, or just, sell them since they sell for different amounts. Alright, I've also stacked up a Fire Tome, a Sidelong Glance, a Cross Counter, another Fire Tome, a Mithril Sword, a Rocket Punch, a Submachine Gun, a High Potion, and a Mithril Shield, all of which I've decided I can part with. So that should give me enough money to buy 1 Dragon Armor. Okay, I was kind of hoping to be able to get up to 2 Dragon Armors, but it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and equip Elodie with this Dragon Armor, overriding her Giant Armor with it. That'll increase her, well, first of all, it'll decrease her strength from 24 to 14, but I'm not really worried about that. More importantly, it'll raise her defense from 30 to 31 and give her resistance to elemental attacks. So give that to Elodie, which means I now have a Giant Armor to give to either Zenith or Natsmer. The lower of the 2 defensively is Zenith, so I'll replace his Mithril Armor with his Giant Armor. That'll increase his defense from 29 to 36. And that Mithril Armor that he was wearing, I can now give to Virtue in place of his gold gloves, increasing his defense from 36 to 40, which is really important because it seems that Virtue, whose equipment I haven't changed all that much recently, at least in terms of the defensive items, it seems that he's finally starting to get outclassed in terms of his defense by the enemies. as evidenced by how he was able to be defeated in just 2 attacks by those ghasts. So it's nice to finally be increasing his defense for once. Let's see, now that I have those gold gloves, I can sell those to squeeze out a little bit more money, but it's still not going to be even remotely enough to get me to the point of buying a dragon armor. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get in enough fights to gather 6,000 Kiro and then come back and buy a dragon armor. Okay, that was the 3rd encounter I got in, and that gave me just enough money to be able to buy the 2nd dragon armor. So let's head back to Racetown and do that. Let's see, yeah, 27,000 Kiro, costs 26,000 for the dragon armor. So because I'll have bought 2 dragon armors and passed down the giant's armor to the 3rd character and the mithril armor to Virtue, all 4 of my characters, as a result of this, will have gotten improved defense, though in Elodie's case only by 1 point. And additionally, I'll have given 2 of my characters an increased defense to the elements, specifically Zenith and Elodie. So yeah, we'll give Zenith the dragon armor here, and that means Natsmer's mithril armor will get upgraded to giant armor, which will have the side effect of increasing her strength. I'm not sure how relevant that is to her current weapon set, but I did notice her strength increasing as she was using the arquebus, so maybe that's a strength-based weapon? Not entirely sure about that. So yeah, I'm still not sure if I've done enough to get me through these race fights, since it seems that the power of the monsters on this world is just significantly higher than it was in the previous world. So it's possible that just merely getting this amount of money will not be enough, and I'll have to do some additional grinding as well. None of my characters' stats increased at all as I was doing those 3 encounters, and that's partially my own fault because I chose to do them here in this world. If I'd done them back in Venus's world, I wouldn't have suffered any casualties while doing the fights, and thus more of my characters would have survived to possibly have their stats increase. But in any case, for the time being, let's give the race another go and see if I fare any better this time around. And we're off, once again, with the fastest of the dragons, the one that cost 1,000 Kiro. Luckily I had enough money left over to afford it. If I wasn't thinking, I might have actually spent all of my money on armor, not actually been able to afford the expensive dragon, but I did have the foresight to sell the armor I removed from Natsmer, the mithril armor that I had left over. So let's see how this group of turtles does any better. Maybe I'll get fewer turtles this time? Yeah, okay, fantastic. Alright, so last time around there were 8 turtles, which was just like way more than I could be expected to deal with, but 4 of them, that feels much more doable to me, and hopefully I can get away with fewer ghasts as well. Alright, 0 damage from Zenith's attack there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I get the SaGa and a combo attack from Virtue right off the bat, so this is already looking very, very heavily in my favor. And yet, another combo attack, 3 in a row. Not even going to need it though, because I wrapped up the fight in a single round there before the turtles even had the chance to attack. So agility increase for Zenith, a little over 1,000 Kiro, and Thalia is happy with me for using that upgraded magic spell. And I'm feeling much more confident than I was at this point in the race previously. We get to reattain that power crystal that I lost in the reset not that long ago. Who in the world will be victorious? I'm really hoping it's going to be me this time around, but we're not going to find out until I make it through these ghasts. This is where I was hung up last time. Hopefully I'll be able to make it through this time as well. Well, this time for a change, I should say. Alright, come on, 3 ghasts. I'm not going to be greedy and ask for 1 or 2. Let's get 3 ghasts here. No, that's 8 ghasts. That's far more than I can be expected to deal with. Okay, they're immune to Blizzard, as I learned previously, so we'll use the Poison Fog and the Flying Knee Kick and the Flamethrower. Actually, let's do the Explosive Photons instead. That's more powerful, I believe. And then the Flame Sword from Virtue, and just hope that I get to press the X button to increase my damage. Alright, Zenith's paralyzed, which is as good as dead. Elodie actually dead. Now Zenith actually dead as well. These ghasts are so fast. Okay, Natsmer's gonna get a powered up attack. That's good. Her Explosive Photons upgrading to a Stun Grenade. Alright. Oh, wait, they were immune to it. How are they immune to photons exploding? That's... Oh, is this like Thunder Elemental damage and they're immune to electricity? That's crappy. Okay, Flamethrower, Flame Sword. Hopefully I can make it through this fight. Doesn't look good though. Does not look good. I'm hoping that these ghasts are the most fearsome of the mini-bosses that I'll encounter along this route. Alright, well, managed to take 1 out with Virtue, but 6 of them still remaining. It's going to take a lot of luck, and nope, I did not get it. So unfortunately, if I accept Odin's offer of replaying the battle, it's still going to be against 8 ghasts. The constitution of a single encounter of enemies is determined when you run into them on the map and not at the start of the battle. So it'll be the same every time, as long as I continue resetting by way of Odin rather than hard resetting the game. So I guess I'm going to try this one more time, and if this doesn't work out, then I'll figure something else out, but let's try it again, just in case, because I do think that with a little bit of luck I can win this fight. It's just, it doesn't bode well for the rest of the race if that's how I have to win. Like, if I have to get lucky to get through several successive encounters like this, that's just going to be incredibly frustrating, and I would rather have a little bit more of a reliable way of getting through here. Yeah, so the dragon armor is proving not to be all that effective against the ghasts. I guess their attacks not being elemental in nature. Not the small increase in defense is not particularly noticeable. Alright, 3 ghasts remaining, which is as well as I've done in the past, so let's see what happens. Stench is perfectly fine. If all they want to do is smell bad, that's fine by me. Alright, they did manage to kill Natsmer for her turn, which pretty much seals my fate. Alright, that critical hit is nice, but I still don't think that I have much of a chance here. Let's just hope they decide to stench. Alright, well, I survived 1 round. Nope, not 2. Alright, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out to make it through this race. Until I do, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time when I hopefully am not this embarrassed by some successive failures. See you then.